Yeah, and sure enough, as you mentioned, I can already see that the Immortals decided to roll out with just massively heavy tanks. There's only like one MX-13.
It's actually...
Oh no, that's PvP.
Yeah. So actually,
no,
surprisingly, Immortals two light tanks, so a little bit of change up in their strategy.
I mean, still rolling out with that light tractor, of course, but yeah, two MX-13s. I'm almost in shock.
Yeah, I'm in shock as well because, you know, last week when we saw them, they went with, I believe it was 4 heavy tanks and 1 AMX-13, but this time they're actually going for 2 AMX-13, so we'll have to see actually how they play, you know, with that lighter setup.
It's actually nice to see them mix it up a wee bit because, you know, you don't want to become too predictable. I think that's what's costing Avant-Garde, for instance, you know, with those systematic choice of T69s, whatnot. So yesterday are completely outgunned.
Yeah, I have to completely agree with you on that front. Yeah, definitely, you want to kind of change up your lineup. At least, you know, have some slight variation. Yeah, slight variation. And right now we see Batman here kind of in the center of the map, and the rest of the PvP members going down that eastern railway. So we could see an engagement kind of in the center of this map. But, I mean, right now, I think both teams are just kind of playing passive.
They are okay. That first tank gets taken down. T1 Dusting Olupong is now dust.
Yeah. So PvP kind of, they're capitalizing in this eastern village area, whereas the Immortals, they're kind of south from the area. They're actually on the western side of the
railroad. Yeah, it's just definitely slicing this.
Oh, but actually AMX-50 gets taken down right there. Savange getting taken out, so a huge lead now going in the favor of PvP.
Yeah, indeed. We didn't see that on screen per se, but ooh, and another. Yeah, just dodging shell on that one. As a matter of fact, it was Batman who just took him out. He probably was like the finishing blow, though.
Yeah. No, Batman's so good in those light tanks. He is. Oh, and
look
really
at that
getting
PvP really pushing hard right here. I think TNL is probably going to go down.
Yeah, Immortals in a little bit of trouble right here. Oh, but they do manage to trade, but they trade an IS-3 for an IS-3, so not that big of a loss coming out from PvP, but PvP still pushing this lead. They get another one.
They're definitely going to take away this set.
Yeah, definitely. So, I mean, I feel like every time Immortals don't go with 5 heavy tanks, they lose. Seriously, like, I mean, even last week when they decided not to go for, you know, a 5 heavy tank lineup, they lost. But this time, you know, it's the same story. When they don't go with 5 heavy tanks, I feel like they don't have the same kind of gameplay and the same kind of strength.
You know what, like considering how PvP usually plays with, like, you know, lots of MX-13s and EZ-132s, I'm assuming they just like, they watch the vids of the Immortals against, UED and yesterday against Avant-Garde, and, no, Avant-Garde, sorry, against the Night Eagles, and no, it was Avant-Garde, sorry. Anyways, they probably watched the vids and like, okay, you know, we got to counteract that heavy tank setup, which is probably why they decided to roll out with a heavier setup themselves. Yeah, and it's actually really paying off. Yeah, I mean, so far it's just like, right now you only have like a classic boy left with a tier 8, and he's definitely not going to survive this either. Yeah,
I mean, the Immortals, they might have been able to pull this off if they let that AMX-50 survive, but the AMX-50 got taken out so early, so I mean, it just gave such a huge advantage to PvP. I mean, PvP...
Honestly, on the map like Pokrovka, I have to agree with you. You can't recover from such a deficit so early on.
Yeah, exactly. You know, that'd be like, you know, really, there was no even retaliation on the AMX-50 kill. You know, the PvP team, they just took out an AMX-50, and there was no damage that got retaliated onto them, and then PvP just really snowballed it from there. There's absolutely nothing that the Immortals could do. So we have the 3 tanks now remaining on the Immortals. Really, it is going to be over quite soon. Only an AMX-13 and a lull tractor left. They are actually kind of, I think they're hiding around somewhere.
Well, I mean, no, they just they went to the eastern like hill. Pretty much, and that MX-13 is like preventing the base capture by shooting from on top of the hill, but his position has completely been compromised, so Classic Boy is just is definitely not going to survive that one.
Yeah, so Classic Boy about 1 hit now remaining until he dies.
Oh, he's dodging shells left and right.
Dodging shells.
Well, I mean, it's nice though, like, you know, it's just still trying whatever he can. It's a GG though, I mean, obviously.
Definitely. Yeah, honestly, really nothing that the Immortals can do right now. This is the last tank now remaining on the Immortals Unreal Road. He actually might commit suicide here. But the water's not even deep enough for him to commit suicide, so you try to go out with a valiant effort, but here we go. The last tank will go down.
Yes, indeed. Except the MX-13 just blowing